Hello everybody again and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host Mike. Kameo's got the night off, he's sleeping in the wreck. He's on an East Coast swing headed to Reno, so he'll be with us maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I don't know. Looks like we got a good show planned for you today. We got a damn good show planned for you today. First off, we're going to go over, make sure you get your names in for the drawing, get your names and comments in there. We're going to have the drawing in 2 weeks for the Chick-fil-A gift card. One lucky winner will win tea for Chick-fil-A. Brian White commented today about PBYA. We're going to talk about that one as soon as we talk about the first popper of the day that's trending there on StockWits. We always got to give peace and love to the StockWits family out there providing the good D and the inside dirt there. You got open traders there. If you're new and you don't go to StockWits, you should check them out because they got the real information from the real traders that are out there, not the BS you get from the pump and dump and the promoters and things like that. So this is what we're all about, is we're all about sharing information. So he wants us to cover PBYA, so we're going to give that a shot. That's going to be our second stock there. Also, shout out to Price Rescue there again. Price, I got your stock there, but somehow YouTube deleted the comment. Once in a while it does that. I have no idea why they deleted it. It wasn't a bad comment or anything. I know you were wanted me to talk about a stock. If you could leave a comment in there and let me know about it again, I'll try to cover that tomorrow. So going on to start us off, I've got the 3-month history for Hexo. Hexo. It's currently trending. Right now. Currently on Robinhood, also on StockWits. There, the last tick after hours was 2.5800. 2.5800. Now it's been a little weary here and there. It's kind of not taken off there, things like that, but we might be starting to see some kind of movement here. Now, as you can see with the graph, we're going to go up right here, looking at your at the candlesticks there and your little EMA and SMA line there. You were close to the 750 range, close to 6 and change, and then you saw this big dive where everybody sold off right here. But you could see a good entry point right here depending on the news, and that's what we're going to do. I found a piece of news off of Motley Fool that I want to share with you because it could bring some news this week. Is it going to make you a ton of bucks? It could make you a few little changes and things like that for you, possibly. So if you're new to the program, we have covered these guys before. We covered them when they were way super hot. If you got in on the drop, well, maybe now's the time where you're going to get in and it's going to pop. We'll see. Going on to what they do. Hex Corp is a consumer packaged goods cannabis company which creates, distributes products to serve the global cannabis market. It serves the Canadian adult use markets under Hexo Cannabis Up, Cannabis and Original Stash brands, and medical market under Hexo medical brands. The company was founded in, St. Louis, and is headquartered in Canada, Canada. Smoke if you got them. I don't have any on me, but I know some people out there might. So these cannabis stocks, sometimes they turn into crypto, kind of like NSAV. God, that one's so cheap. Guys, if you haven't seen that one out, that one is a very interesting stock because it's being pumped and dropped down. I just recently got back in after I made a decent amount of change. Like I told you guys before, I got that thing for a hand sandwich. So keep an eye out on NSAV. I'm telling you guys, pick you up some NSAV. Pick you up some NSAV. No, this is not me. I'm trying to help you out. As far as giving you the right information. I've made 3 videos about NSAV, and I'm going to keep on pushing that one all the time because that one is it's showing patterns to me all the time, and you can go look at its patterns, where it goes. I bought back in on the dip, and I'm waiting for another dip to gobble up some of the cheaper shares on that. But anyway, Going back to Hexco Corporation, we're going to go into the website, check it out, and see what we got cooking on there, and we'll let some of you know what they're really doing, and then we'll go to the alphabets and see what they're saying about this. Okay guys, going to the website, well, looks pretty good, and like I said, if you can get in on this on a bargain basement price, if it's starting to trend, you know that's, and I have a little treat for you. I do have the news on this one there. But I'm not going to go, like, obviously website news. I'm just going to go to where I found there. So going on the website, the future of cannabis, trusted, innovative, visionary. More Hexo acquired Zenabis, learn more. Well, I guess we could learn more and go into that. They're announcing a closing arrangement there. Vancouver, British. We already covered that on the last one, so we're not going to go there. But, dude, check out these cool growing farms there, man. That's pretty sick there. Hexco announces a US $140 million public offering. The underwriters for the offering have agreed to purchase 450,628 units at a price of $2.95 a share for unit total gross proceeds. Company approximately $140 million before deducting underwriting commissions for offering expenses. So there's that. Let's see. Most of you wanted, some of you do, let's go over this. This is an important thing though. They're a leading producer in the quality of cannabis products. Looks like they have 150,000 kilograms or kilos, and then annual production capacitation, 600 plus employees, 400 plus points of quality control. They have the Hexo stock pricing. It will be delayed by 15 minutes. Up to date here. How does your company have analyst calls? How did you exercise warrants? They have all the frequently asked questions that you could ask. But let's cut through the noise and get to the signal. We want to see about them. Let's go into their story, because some people don't know the story. We got to go to the story. The company history, they're award-winning consumer packaged goods from cannabis company that creates and distributes innovative products to serve a global's cannabis needs. The company serves the Canadian adult use markets under Hexo, Hexo Plus, Original Stash, and Bake Sale brands. There you go, dude. Brownies if you got them. And medical market under Hexo Medical Cannabis. I got a funny story for you. I know you guys want to get to the point of stocks, but one time, a little bake sale story for us is the 90s. We, for a friend's birthday party, we baked pot brownies, and then we put X-Lax in it. So not only did he get high, but he also had the shits while he was high. And that's your funny story today on the bake sale. So anyway, one of the largest cannabis companies in Canada, Hexo Corp, operates with 2 million square foot of facilities in Ontario and Quebec. Incorporated in 2013 under the name Hydropacary Corporation. So Hydro, I go, to meet the needs of the medical cannabis market. With the advertently legalized market in 2018, the company became Hexo Corp for both adult use and recreation and medical markets. Let's see what else we got here. We got the story. They got videos you can go check out. So we got the environment here and social and government there. In memory of the Indigenous children whose remains continue to be discovered in unmarked graves across Canada, Hexo Corporation will make a donation to the Indian Residential Schools Survivor Society that provides culture. All I gotta say about that is that's actually good, because I am so tired of people not caring about this kind of stuff. And when I see, I've seen so much stuff across the years. I grew up in Arizona, and I've seen so much destruction of Native American artifacts and lands and things like that. And whatever they're doing if they're willing to donate that and help that out, there's a place by me where where people were trying to find it. There's a hieroglyphics from Native Americans where they wrote that, and we would always keep it a secret around here because we didn't want to tell anybody. I think they finally kind of chained it off and everything like that and protected it, but it wasn't protected for a while. So us in the community, we would try to keep it a secret, and when people would ask about it, we give them misinformation so they wouldn't go look for it and things like that, because we wanted to protect the Native American heritage that's in the area, because it's very precious, and we want to learn from people of the past. And if people are jacking up hieroglyphics and stuff like that, and all those kind of that art and the heritage that's there, we want to preserve that. So with people here, every child matters. They're trying to do that. This is a decent company, a decent play. They're 100% carbon neutral, offsetting companies' operational emissions to become 100% carbon neutral starting September 2021. So the good news about that is that you are actually, so when they say they're doing organic things and that, they're actually doing what they say, and they're doing clean. At least somebody's going clean, right? And dude, you're not talking from a hippie kind of aspect for me or anything like that. I ain't that kind of guy. I'm just saying, do you really want to breathe clean? Do you really want clean air and you want dirty air? I'm just saying that's all. I'm not carrying the cooler for any deals or anything. So I'm not trying to get political. I'm just saying that we all want clean air. We don't want to live in crap. So whatever people are doing to try to help that, if we can help that, we can do that. So enough of that. They have the biodiversity that protects habitat for wildlife, including the spirit bear, which is found within the Great Bear Rainforest, as well as the enriched community. Yeah, we got to protect their animals, man. I'm telling you what. I've seen so many things where people just go out and they just do a freaking, kill everything that moves in wildlife, and it pisses me off. I can't tell you how many freaking dead deer are all over the place by us because either poachers or just people not slowing down. I mean, accidents happen with deers, I get it, but some of it can be preventable. So just watch out for the wildlife out there, and don't go, if you're going to go hunting, I'm not trying to offend hunters or anything, you're going to go hunting, at least eat the meat that you're going to get, and not go and hunt, for just killing it and throwing it out there and everything like that. Okay guys, going on to the Alphabet Mockingbird Media. We're going into, while sundial growers Hexo and Organigram, that was one that we covered a long time ago, stocks jumped today. This is on the Motley Fool there. There have been some good news in the Canadian cannabis sector recently, but it hasn't been reflective in some stocks. Shares of 3 Canadian growers are rebounding today. The stocks of Hexo, OGI, and Sundial didn't bounce quite as much as 4.1% higher than the closing price at the same time. So what? Over the past 2 weeks, Sundial and Organigram have shares down 12.2% and 7.3%. Investors hit Hexo hard when it announced it would further dilute existing shareholders to raise new capital. Hexo shares are down more than 32% since August 9th, and investors are shifting sentiment to the names for at least the time being, as the cannabis companies are experiencing recovery from closures and restrictions related to the pandemic. So, what does that mean? Well, what it means is, it was when this recovery happens, and it will, we're all going to eventually come out of this, it's just a matter of time. When all this happens, your little cheap shares that you have now that you've picked up after the big dump, because some people took their money and ran, and some people just gave up. Unfortunately, it's our job as traders to teach the noobs that if you're already stuck, you either, if you already lost your dough, you might as well stay. But cut your losses, you can cut and run, and if you got to take your profits and go away too. But grab the freaking cheap seats, man. The cheap seats are there. They're there for you. They're there to pick up. I am a gobbler of cheap seats. I will tell you that right now. I am a collector of junk stock. That's my game. Not everybody's game. I used to be a shorter. I'm not really a shorter anymore. So, because the shorts came back to haunt me when they became big. So, I'm unfortunately, I buy for my sake. You might not agree with my type of trading, but that's basically what I do. So that's coming from the Motley Fool right there. Let's see, we got here Hexo stock. Why Hexo shares are taking a huge hit today. We already talked about that. See, these guys that's why we call them the Mockingbird Media. They just mock and mock and mock. They were talking about the plunge. Aurora Cannabis, are they scared? Are they panicking today? Maybe, just maybe. Now this was like a month ago, 3 days news. Maybe they're just panicking because they know they want to get their buddies in. Is that not far of a reach, guys? they're probably trying to get their buddies in. But the good news is we have our friends on StockWits, not on Investors Hub, because it sounds like Investors Hub's kind of dying out. And like I said, I got a bone to pick with them because they kicked me out one time. So we're going to go to StockWits, and we're going to see what the real traders are saying, because we got some good guys on there that know what they're talking about. Experienced traders, too. If you are new and you are not on StockWits, you're missing out on a lot of good information. Did they pay me to say this? No. I just know because I'm on here. There's some cool peeps. They'll share information. Also go to the Army of Apes. The apes are free. They'll educate you too. If you're new, they will show you how to do some trades and things like that and educate you on the ropes. So looks like on Hexo we're going to go through the comments because we like to give props to some of the comments of people sharing information. We also share the goofball information too. That's how we get the entertainment here. Hexo, in my eyes, on Hexo, I see a bottom only up from there. Hexo, analyzed by 9 analysis, the buy consensus is 67%. Well, yeah, when it's this freaking dirt cheap, that's what I would say, buy that. Enric von Dinkelschmoff said, Hexo buying 25 more today. It's so stinking cheap. And he didn't say stinking, he dropped the F, which I won't say on here because I don't want to get censored. And I don't want to piss off the ladies, even though the ladies are kind of pissed off about a lot of things right now. Hexo, another 10% run up tomorrow. Let's see. SNDL still worth more than Hexo. Hexo thought I saw a post today saying CEO will be on CNBC. Oh boy, guys, he's going to be on CNBC. Sorry, man. I'm not going to watch just because I don't watch CNBC or I don't know who's on that show now. Kramer or Gasparino, I don't know. They attack the apes. I don't like that crap. Hexo, the red can deal is complete. Hexo will be the largest Canadian cannabis seller. Now, those profits will be going amazing and add the profits to the #1 selling. So, see, you get more information from the actual traders and you get good DD from the traders, the actual real traders, and I'm saying real by retail traders, real people here, than you do the alphabets. The alphabets are just trying to hook up their elite people because that's all they care about. So if Homeboy goes to CNBC, when they put a bad story, that's when you see the price drive down, and that's when you want to let it go down as far as enough so you can get in and gobble. That's what they do. That's what their plan is. That's why they mock each other and they hit. Don't trust your Google machine all the time. Trust yourself. Trust your own initiative and your own. You make your buy point, not these people. Don't let these people. Remember, don't follow the noise. Follow the signal. The signal, not the noise. And that's what they're trying to put at you, the noise. They're trying to control you there. Hexo, gotta love the price manipulation. The funds manipulate the price 230 on the low offering news. So now they're jumping on the positive bandwagon, going $6 PT and outperform the rating. Everyone at least doubles their money. The stock market is legalized, organized fraud. That's from Lone Easy. That's what he says. More posts for virus.com. You guys know what that is. Check me on my chat board. You click on the link, and he shows you another link, and he sends you to pookie.com, and you get a virus. Not being great. Not like it's not like I've fallen for that, but I can tell you that I have a lot of customers that fall for that, and it's not a good fix. Usually it's between 140 to 200 bucks. So, but I don't like those type of fixes. I feel sorry for the people, but we try to help them out as best we can. Hexo due diligence for your all. This article looks like he's got an article. Cannabis Weekly. Hexo eyes California cannabis market for upcoming investment. So that's coming from the real MJ Bull. He says that. Hexo BB brands, I think they're all commas. He's got a sack of cash. Screenshot this post. This will be 100% massive Reddit pump sometimes in the next 12 months. It's not that far of a reach, considering where we're at on price. So the reason why we're covering this, and I will tell you, is because the price point is low right now. This will go back when certain type of news breaks. You are going to make coin. There could be a day you turn this thing on, you look at your portfolio, and you could be up $3 or $4. You just got to look at the news articles. News. News controls everything there. Hexco, thanks for whoever sold me 200 shares last week. I'm now 25 shares over my goal of 1,000. Nice job there, Eric, dude. That's a freaking awesome pickup. I like it. Hexo straight $5. Red can closures, the last price in Canadian Puzzle. And then it's sell off to Cali, New York. Hexo, the problem with 25% is that you have to go 50% to get back to the start point. And yeah, that's pretty much it on this one. I am out. I'm going to cover Brian White, one of the listeners, his stock. He wants us to cover PBYA. So we're going to cover PBYA, and then we're going to go into another stock, and then we're going to be peace out of here. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is PBYA. PBYA, Profitability Media Corporation. Last tick was 0.0164. Interesting enough on this. This thing in March 21st was absolutely dismal. It was at nothing. And then, as you look at the stock chart, we have gain after gain after gain after gain. Why do we have gain after gain? Well, let's dive into it. First, what would you say you do here is what we want to know. Profitability Media Corporation is an industrial education and training technology company which engages in the provision of compliance solutions, including technical codes and standards and training materials. Let's see here, for e-learning solutions. It operates through following brands. One Exam Prep with marketing. The company was founded by Irwin and John Norton. They're headquartered in Houston, Texas. Now, looking at this just from going right through here, for anything to do with learning solutions and things like that, learning's never going away, guys. So with something like this and how it is so cheap, we have to look who owns it, what's going on with the company. Is it at a mommy's basement? Is it not? Where are we at on this? So let's go to the website. Let's dive into it. It is a little bit in the cheap seats. I could see why Brian picked this out and why he wants to take a look at it and introduce it to the community, because I see some potential here as far as something decent there. So let's dive into the website, look at it. We'll see if there's anything on the Mockingbirds about it, see if they mock each other and see if they have any pop news. And then we'll go to Stockwitz and see what the real traders are saying. Okay, guys, going on the website, it looks pretty decent there. I actually like it for considering how low this thing is. The website, I'm actually, so far so good. It looks like they say on there that their education company building is the first full-service training and career advancement brand for skilled trades. Through the division of the One Exam Prep LLC, North American Crane Bureau Group Incorporated, and Disco Learning and Media Incorporated, Profitability is aiming to become the first nationwide company addressing test prep training and education in vocal trades. That is huge into the effect that most places, some of these courses that you do, they just throw it at you. You're lost. You're behind. If you can have something that will give you test prep training and education, maybe people could actually pass the test. Because you could just throw information and take courses, and you'll just. Some people, it hits like a sponge and it goes through, and some people it just goes over their head, and they need test prep and some of this stuff, so that's good. Shortly, Profitability will launch its website and outline its strategy for growth and expansion. Their companies is Disco, One Exam Prep, and NACB. Looks like press releases, their efforts to become they're current with their filing and their obligations of the security market, yada yada. You can the website's the website as far as it's decent, but you know, as they gain more money and things like that, they're going to it's gonna obviously improve a little bit there. I have seen this, guys, too. So you might not think that I just say this, well, if they get some dough, they'll do that. Maybe they'll just pump and run. Yes, when these companies do get money, I have seen the changes in the website. Pretty much about us is standard. Let's go to companies. Companies. They have that. So they basically almost have like a little one-pager. Let's go to the news there and see what we got on the Alphabet News there. Profitability boosts its enterprise platform. That was 5 days ago. This is on Cision PR Newswire. Profitability Media Corporation bolsters its enterprise platform by partnering with BioFluence Incorporated, an alternative social media platform for professionals. The educational company building its first online hands full-service training and career advancement brand for skilled trades announced a joint partnership and collaboration with BizFluence, a robust networking platform, small, premium, medium business, and becoming an alternative to LinkedIn. Now, here's the key on this stock right here. Now, this could be one of the ones that is a little more economic proof as far as, because like I said, this whole system here is all artificially inflated. When you got the boys up on the hill printing off money, you gotta simply watch where you're putting your dough. Education, I would say, IT, depending if you can get your parts, and definitely biopharmaceuticals are where I would look. So if these guys are doing something for that, it is a little on the lower side, so you cannot violate the rule of many Ricky. I know this might cause a little concern. It's not a hot take or anything like that, but it violates the rule of Ricky Gutierrez, which is don't trade anything lower than $1. But I like to cover them because they're interesting. They are risky, but you can make money if you know how to play it. Ask the listeners that do this show, that listen to this show. They have made money from little penny ones. We all have. Following the acquisition of Upstreet on August 10, 2021, Profitability now has the capability of offering a full e-learning and training platform for corporations with large employee bases. BizInfluence platform includes direct messaging community groups, which adds significant feature to Upsave platform and advantage for other competitors. Corporations will be able to utilize the learning and coaching platform and connect with employees with internal chats and access thousands of professionals through the company curated groups. That's going to be good just for the fact that they'll be able to communicate, and these guys will be able to communicate with the learning and coaching and to help these students to make a successful platform. That's just my opinion. By partnering with BizFluence, they've instantly gained critical component advantage for other employer-based platforms that don't offer that. So that's going to give them the advantage there. BizInfluence will provide direct messaging platform, instantly tapping into thousands of active professionals. BizInfluence will also be building internal community groups to trade professionals and employers who wish to keep their employees socially active with their organization. A number of the customers have already expressed interest in the addition to the internal corporate messaging platform through the community groups powered through BizInfluence. So, with that, guys, if they get a couple more acquisitions and partnerships with some of these other companies, you're going to see this keep. I think that's why you're seeing your little climb here. You're seeing this is again. I'm going to show it to you again. This is your 6-month climb. So obviously, jump on the success. Now, since it's up, do I jump on today? I'm not going to say to jump on today. I'm not going to tell you when to get in on your buy point. But when you do, find an entry point and jump in whenever you feel like you can. So enough of the alphabets there, because they're pretty much parroting everything I talked to you about. We're going to go to Stockwits and actually see what the real traders are saying. The Soul Survivor says PBYA, ready for another day tomorrow, folks. He's got bullish on there. I would say that would be the case there. Sims Bazaza says, yes, hopefully as a pink current stock. He says, we should get current tomorrow if we see a dip. I'm definitely loading. I would say on the dip, you always got to load on the dip, man. I mean, that's just the freaking secret. That's my NSAV secret there on that one when I knock that one out of the park. Did I mention 100% buy technicals of the buy chart? Anybody catch that? Let's see here. You got a Twitter thing here. Pink tomorrow, penny stock exempt, not there anymore. It's being updated to pink. Both pink and exempt show tomorrow. That is bullish. Pink tomorrow, olive. He basically hit it 3 times. I'm surprised they never flagged him on that one. MNNK says, this has the great ingredients to do very, very well. I think unless something changes drastically, I normally don't say this for any OTC stocks, which is important that he's saying that to you, because it is the #1 rule as far as that you have to be, it's not always a play to play these, but they're long terms and there's a strategy to grab them. So I have the larger portion of the OTC stocks and I still don't say the same thing about them wholeheartedly. Who the heck took this out of their watch list? It made me think that they're like an idiot. We're passing 3,400 watchers. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying too, man. This is definitely a watcher. I don't know why you would take that out. Did I mention that we hit a 52-week high today? Anybody catch the good stuff? Yeah, I caught the good stuff. I saw the freaking candlesticks. He's like, I saw the candlesticks. I can blow out once. No, we don't want any blowout candlesticks because that'd be red. PBYA, if you're not buying, you're hating. Make a ton of money. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you can get in on this on the cheap, you just got to find your buy point and take. I plan on holding shares long enough for people to scream this. I'm thinking we're in for a monster 2022, personally. That's from Asayaka. Let's see. If I butchered the name, I apologize. PBYA loaded up on this. I'm in the industry and have lacked proper trading for tradesmen for too long, hoping for good things to come. Yeah, that's the thing where I got on this one, is that if this is going to help tradespeople and things like that, and a platform where they can communicate and get better training and better, as far as test preparation, I'm all down for it. So I'm giving this one, I'll call it bullish. You just got to find your buy point. So I got one more to cover, and then we're going to be peace out of here. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is NKLA. NKLA. NKLA Corporation. Last tick is at $9.85. Now, this one's an interesting one because on your 6-month chart, this one has been swinging all over the place, as you could see in the chart right there. You could definitely play this guy however way you want it. Spin it, flip it, dim it, Wall Street it, casino it, do what you got to do there. What they do, NKLA engages in the provision of zero emissions transportation and infrastructure solutions. Infrastructure, right? Isn't that funny? It designs and manufactures battery electric, hydrogen electric vehicles, electric drivetrains, which vehicle components, energy storage systems, hydrogen fuel system stations. The company was founded by Trevor Milton in 2015 and is headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona, the Valley of the Sun. So let's check out the website and see what they got. Okay, guys, going on to the website. Well, it looks like a $9 and change stock. It looks pretty good there. TRE, a reimage cut cove over with battery electric and fuel cell powertrain options. Learn more. I'll go back to there and show you Trey real quick. There's freaking old Trey. Learn more. Kameo does not like. He says we need to obviously watch for the improvements. He says it is what it is with these things, but he expects them to be beneficial going forward. It says for short to medium haul applications, TREVEV battery electric vehicle and FECV battery cell electric vehicle. 2 choice for zero emission metro regional operations. Contact sales up to 350 mile range. Interesting. Up to 73 kilowatt battery. 745 continuous horsepower. 2021 production begins in Q4. On-site recharging. Uses existing energy grid. Up to 500 mile range. 20-minute refuel time. That's not that bad, actually. Just consider, I mean, you can go put that charge on, go get a bunch of snacks and some grub, And yeah, there's other stuff you could do. If you have a mobile office, there's a lot of stuff you could do. Now, if you're in a rush and everything like that, then yeah, it is what it is. Faster refuel and quicker turnaround. Zero emissions, lower operational costs, more power, less noise. Let's see. Driving change, good to go. Rough terrain, pulls loads up to 12% grade. We've got this. Watch Trey Bev prototype put through the paces of durability of testing the Indiana Proving Grounds. Driving change, good to go. Rough terrain, no problem. Driving change, game changer. Nicola Trey provides a powertrain testing provided grounds of Indiana. You can watch all the episodes of how they do what they do. It's all there. The demos are there for you to look and check out. Going into energy. Their vision is for zero emissions. Isn't that all? So we could actually see the air and see the mountains. From creation to energy consumption across the hydrogen value chain. Not only do they have this, they said from energy creation to energy consumption, the cross chain there. Try to click on that. It has a bunch of interesting information, but we can't get to it because it won't let you zoom in for some reason. I don't know why. They engineer their systems, develop hydrogen safety to par better than gasoline or natural gas. Let's hope so. Our vehicles will be developed as simulation for testing extreme conditions for crash, fire, and environment. Because yes, if you did see the news with the Chevy burning, starting the fires there, that is one concern, but I'm sure they'll work it out there. And testing extreme conditions for crash, fire, environment. Our vehicles have sensors, automated safety shutdowns to cover all these scenarios. Nicola is an active member of the international standards community and to align safety, hydrogen, well, international safety community. Yeah, I better shut my mouth. It's kind of comical, actually, when you think about it. Hydrogen is 4 times more buoyant than air and dissipates and escapes more rapid than any other fuel. So it's unlikely in the event of accident that hydrogen will instantly rise high into the air and disperse out of harm's way. Safety at the pump. There are several redundant safety systems at emergency stops and to prevent accidents over pressurization. Nicola dispenses utilize impact sensors, leak detection, shutoffs, and hose breakaways. Everything is up to code, is proven over time. Nicola, this is huge important, write this down in your notes. Nicola awarded U.S. Department Energy grant. Huge, huge, huge. That was August 12th of 2021. So, let's go straight to our alphabet time. Let's go to alphabet story time and see what the Mockingbird Media is mocking 11 hours ago. How much do you guys want to bet that they're all parroting off of the same story? We'll see. Nicola Corporation has gained 7% in a week. Should you accumulate? Well, you could if you go and buy their little thing they're going to charge you for, but we're not going to ask for that because, this isn't good. Department of Justice. This came out. Now, I'm just reading from the Department of Justice. This is former Nicola Corporation Trevor Milton charged for securities fraud scheme, but it's former. So you can go read all about that. Nicola Corporation reports quarter 2020 results 3 weeks ago. Pre-market mover Nicola Corporation up 1.43%. Here's one from SD Super. They're charged against Nicola founder provider reminder of to use caution of all public statements and government's lessons. When you're doing this kind of stuff all the time, every day, you always got to go to precautions. Let's just go to Stockwitz, dive into it, and see what the real traders are saying. Let's go into it here. NKLA. Okay. Going with the long arrow. NKLA. Pop. Sorry. He's got freaking Larry, Curly, and Moe. Investors are talking about the forecast market data. Wall Street. Who gives a crap? Sweet cast alert. Nicola usually options activity alerted $9 call expiring. Ride, this imaginary car company has an imaginary CEO. Wow, Nicola and Milton much more than the clowns you need. Never as good as Nicola under the future leadership of reinstated Trevor Milton. Bearish. That's what he has. Another bearish. Brady Investments. Icing on the cake is when the dumb bulls who average down and putting their entire portfolio on this shit getting crushed along with Milton. Not a good day for Milton over the past 5 days. Incredible how this still trades near 10. Something might have to do with the government grant, guys. Let's see here. And I'm not cool or caring for the government grant or anything. I'm just saying the news. If anyone needs to feel the bags are getting heavy AF, let me know. Is NKLA to consider buying the insane amount of permission in his name? Load up, don't be late. Fold over, you POS and die. That's what Ryan ST says. Hang in there, friends. Milton has already pleaded not guilty. Once his fraud charges are dropped, he will return to NKLA to take on Elon Musk. Well, let's see what happens with that one. He's got a long way to go. Vivas was mentioned with the Dow news, and you could see the... Oh, yeah, we already knew that, guys. We covered that already. So, I'm out on this one. We'll see what happens with the news with Milton. We've covered the stocks. Throw your stocks in there you want to talk about. We'll see what's on the pump and dump list tomorrow as well. Don't make it a dog show. And over and out, like Cameo says. Good night now!